Hello, my audience. This is Bismi Palati on Dominus Nisi on 88.9 FM. I'm so blessed and excited to introduce my guest on the last day of February 2025. Welcome, Aarati, to our show. I know that you got a wonderful name of your business, and then I can see that you connected in different ways as a blessing to your personal items as well. I love to see that you're taking that as a blessing. So, welcome to our show on Dominus Missy.
Thank you. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Vismi.
Can you please introduce to our audience who you are and what's your business, and then what are you doing in that business?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aarati, and I'm the founder and director of Amplify My Business.
Mm-hmm.
We provide business coaching and management consulting services to business owners
Mm-hmm.
around locally, and we work with business owners in a such way that they can actually implement business concept
Mm-hmm.
while we utilize some behavioral techniques and make them real change,
Mm-hmm.
in make them feel that real change in their life and their business.
I love the name of your business. So, is there anything behind it? Why that name?
Well, amplify my business
Mm-hmm.
comes out of every business owner would like to amplify their business.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole idea of a business coach is
Mm-hmm.
if a business owner succeeds, the
Mm-hmm.
coach succeeds.
Mm-hmm.
So if my clients are amplifying their business, I'm
Yeah.
amplifying my business.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm actually putting a pause on your business side and coming to you as a person. Tell me where you from? Where are you from?
Well, I'm born and bred in Mumbai.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in Melbourne for last 17 years now,
Mm-hmm.
around western suburbs since last 17 years.
Right. So it's more of like you're a migrant from India, which is a common ground for both of us. And I believe that whoever migrating to Australia will have different paths in their life, right? So there will be some IT background or other technology other side, or maybe teaching or healthcare. What was your background, or is it just this is your forte from the beginning?
Actually, I am so blessed. I
Mm-hmm.
was fortunate enough to realize my passion.
Hmm.
So, business analysis is my passion.
Oh,
And
okay.
at the age of 18, I realized it.
Okay.
All my life, I have done business analysis. My first job was that of a cashier as a young teenage girl.
Mhm.
And since then, my any job has been with working with senior management
Okay.
as a business consultant and managing or analyzing the business numbers, helping them in decision making. I then moved on from a private business to a multinational business,
Mm-hmm.
and I was looking after their pricing, commercial analysis, costing, sales, approvals, decision making for whole Asia Pacific.
Okay.
So I was looking after Asia, all countries of Asia, Australia, and New Zealand.
Okay. So business analysis to become as a just checking my volumes here. So as your own intention from 18 years, that means it's really something connected to your core values, isn't it?
Yes.
Tell me about that. Why the analysis of business? You started from small, then to Pacific, and then like in a big companies and different areas, I would say, in different countries. So what's the core reason behind it?
You know, everyone is blessed with something.
Mm.
I feel there is no human being on this earth who is not blessed with some or the other gift.
Hmm.
And it is just about knowing what you're blessed with.
Yeah.
So, as a young teenager, we try to see which is the best
Yes.
career for us.
Yeah.
And it was always finance,
All
and
right.
always finance for me. The other option for me was psychology,
Mm.
but when we were growing up, psychology was a completely different field, and
Yeah.
finance was a completely different
Yeah. You
field.
couldn't mix the things in India. Yeah.
And the other thing that amazed me was astronomy.
Okay.
And I'm like, no, I'm living in three different worlds.
Hmm.
And I realize I'm grounded more at finance and analysis.
Yeah.
So I feel I'm blessed with analyzing things.
Hmm.
I am very good at giving someone clarity and also have immense clarity compared to anyone else. And I just realized that very recently, Bismi. I was not aware about it until I really became a coach.
Yeah.
But it just happened that you want to do finance. While you won't believe, my parents wanted me to be a doctor.
Ah, okay,
And I
okay.
was like, oh my God, looking at that blood, in never ever it seems like I will end
No,
up
you don't
being a
have a blood of yeah, you're more into the finance. Yeah, it's really like it. I think it's more of like a generations that if you are from India, your parents will be always want you to be a doctor or an engineer, right? So they either or. But anyway, now it's changed a lot. But tell me a story. How did you start your business?
very interesting. Again, this was destined to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel business coaching is a very unique business to be in because more than business, it is about the giving and what you do for the people around you.
Mm-hmm.
As you know, my passion was business
Business
analysis
analysis, yeah.
always, and my experience was only business consulting. So, after my second born, I went through a phase of soul searching.
Yeah.
And I realized, with two kids, no support, all we could do was I wanted to start a business that could give me some sort of that flexibility with my kids. Interestingly, while searching and understanding, the spiritual aspects of life, I was actually supported by an organization called Brahma Kumaris. I don't know if someone has heard about them, but I realized that my purpose in life is to do one good deed every single day and earn blessing. So if I am earning blessing, I need to do something and I need to do something good.
Yep.
So someone can actually bless me. And it translates down to every aspect of your life. But these are all said well in spirituality, but implemented null in reality. And I realized I didn't want it to do that because let's look at practical life. A mom of two kids, no help. Where am I supposed to go and do a good deed? Like it was not
It's
happening.
not like India. You don't get any maids. You need to do A to Z
Exactly.
items. Yeah.
So I'm like, that's not happening. I can't just say that I want to do something good. And I mean, I am not that of an age with the responsibilities that I have that I can just go and volunteer somewhere
Yeah.
part time. So I wanted to make it a way of my life.
Yeah.
And that brought me to business coaching. You won't believe when I decided that business consulting is only thing I knew, and it felt weird then because a young migrant woman, mother of two,
Yes.
standing in the man's world of the coaches, where they are all senior men,
Yeah.
coaches out there. It was really weird for me to just go out there and say, okay, hey, I'm doing a business. I started with a franchisee and I thought I'm doing business consulting with them.
Yeah.
Very soon I realized I have landed in business coaching. uh, because so I had that skills
Yeah.
basically. So I'm a CPA and a master's in business administration. So business and obviously experience. So business consulting was not an issue there, but coaching was because I realized I didn't had that skills. And it then the journey started. I acquired those skills. So became a certified practitioner of NLP, neuroscience, emotional intelligence. I'm also an organizational coach.
Yeah.
So in coaching, you work with their business finances and the mindset.
Yeah.
And that's how Amplify My Business was born. Few years down the line, couple of years down the line, and I landed to be a business coach. But how did that satisfy my purpose? Every single session with me is a mind blowing enlightenment session for the client. They go away with something they can never forget for their life,
Yeah.
and it changes something in their life. I
Yeah.
mean, I've seen people's marriages changes, people's perspective changes, people's life changes, and obviously people and business changing. And some point of time, they certainly, give that feeling of blessing and a huge value that I add.
Yeah.
I realized that business coaching actually helps me implement my passion and my purpose.
Okay, yeah, because it's a great answer that I was waiting to hear from a business coach. I wasn't not expecting to get that answer. The reason is that I also was thinking if you connect with your core, with your spirituality, you will get more of like a spiritual guidance to do something good for the community. But how do you connect that to a business? It's a bit of like two different areas, but you are beautifully doing that. And then I'm sure that you have that wealth of knowledge, how to take that spiritual entity inside you to convert to a business which you still fulfill your passion and then fulfill what you really connected to your core. Yeah, that's
You will be surprised to hear.
mhm,
Interestingly, the experience, the knowledge, the certificates, they
mhm,
all are there. But I feel what makes a difference is this. I tell you, someone is gifted with something.
mhm,
There is this weird ability where you have clarity and you have this ability to have someone else achieve that clarity.
mhm,
You just see through things and you know what needs to be worked on. Not everybody is blessed with that,
yeah.
and it is not anything that I have done. It is not my credit at all.
Mm,
I just feel that, as you said, when you're connected to your core,
mm,
it comes out of you, and when you utilize what comes out of you,
mm.
that's when you're actually able to make a difference in the world
Yeah.
in the way that you're destined to make a difference.
Great. So I'm just going to the next question, which is a very special one. I wrote it down. So who should you use or who should you think should be using your business, Amplify My Business, that coaching? Just tell me like a couple of examples or some success stories from your side.
It's a very good question, Bismi. I always tell people,
Mm-hmm.
every business owner, whoever you are, every business owner should utilize a business coach.
Mm-hmm.
And there are many reasons for that. So,
Yeah.
psychologically, or as per science as well,
Mm-hmm.
as we grow up as human, we don't grow up alone.
Mm-hmm.
In our personal lives, when we are born, we start walking, our parents are there. We
Yeah.
start writing, our parents are there. We start studying, our teachers are there. We start socializing, our friends are there.
Mm.
We want to just figure things out, our partners, spouses, wives, husbands are there.
Yeah.
As we grow old, our children are there.
Mm.
Imagine the energy, time, and money
Mm.
you invest in
Yeah.
all these personal relationships.
Yep.
Why do one invest so much in a personal relationship, you think?
Because that's what that intimate relation or that's what the inspiration coming from.
That is their support of their personal life.
Yeah.
If one can't live a personal life
Mm.
without a support, how can one do a business without a support?
Mm.
When business is impacting your personal life, moreover.
Yeah.
So, at whatever level your business is,
Mm-hmm.
a business coach can always help you at that level.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a new business owner thinking of starting the business, there are quite a few things needs to be done.
Mm.
Okay, if you're someone who has just started the business, again, you need to grow your
Go.
business.
Yeah.
That's when you need a business coach. Where you're someone who is busy at your business and too much
You
work
need
to do.
something to be done by yours. Okay.
Yes. And even if you want to sell the business
Mm.
or you want to give it over and do some sort of a succession planning, you still need a business
Business
coach.
one. Okay.
So there is not a single business
This
owner or a single industry where you
that you said
can't
that.
do
Okay.
without a business coach.
Just picking up for my audience, like what can be some, you mentioned different things I picked up, like, if you need a success plan, if you need to start, if you need finance, what are the other support, business support that you will be providing as a business coach? Is it from the scratch you will help to build a business, or can you explain a bit more about your support as the to a business owner?
So a business coach can do A to Z of the business.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ideally, when you work with a business owner, they are the doer, we are the
Mm.
supporter.
Yeah.
So, anything, so as specifically amplify my business,
Mm-hmm.
we work at 360-degree perspectives of the business. When I
Yeah.
say 360-degree, right from planning to sales to costing to pricing to financials to policies and procedures, structures, organization, employee management, cash flow,
Okay.
sales and marketing, all of it. We work through all of it, but
Okay.
you don't work on all of it at the same time. We work through that step
Mhm.
by step. Hence, it is not an overnight fix.
Yeah.
We require some time to work through that.
Mm.
But more than that, I think what business owners require,
Mm.
and we as a business coach, we love to work with business owners who has a willingness to change,
Mm.
who has a desire to grow, who is open to learn,
Yeah.
because I feel those are the biggest blockets,
Yeah. The
blockages.
mindset.
Yes. So as long as you're doing a business, whether you have employees or not, there is some way or the other, we have got different programs and offerings
Mm-hmm.
where we can support you through.
Mm.
It's not one answer, like one size fits all, but it is obviously because if even if there are two businesses with me,
Mm-hmm.
say if there are two plumbers, there are two businesses,
Mm-hmm.
the strategies for them is not the same
Yeah.
because they are two in different individuals. They have
Mm-hmm.
different strengths, different weaknesses.
Yeah.
So it has to be worked individually, which is best suited for whom.
Mm. Yeah, that's great. So, any level, if you are starting a business or if you're just thinking about a business or if you are running your own business, either in any stages of your business, I think you should be consulting in a regular basis to a business owner so that you will find out where I am actually missing or what I am missing. How do I make it happen? Or what is the alternative, like marketing, maybe, or maybe tax or finance and even taking holidays from the business so
And there's
everything.
always something to change in
Yeah,
business because market isn't
it's different.
stagnant.
Yeah.
It keeps changing. So
Mm.
if market keeps evolving, a
Mhm.
business has to keep evolving.
Yeah, okay. So
And
how do I connect with you if I wanna do a business coaching with you?
well, the best way is go on my website,
Yeah.
www.amplifymybusiness.com.au.
Mhm.
You can follow me on Facebook as
Mhm.
Amplify My Business and LinkedIn has Amplify
By
My
my business.
Business.
Yep.
You can also send me an email, ask
Mm-hmm.
at the rate amplifymybusiness.com.au,
Mm-hmm.
and my contact number is all of these social
Yeah.
medias.
And I know that you're really active in all different social medias and then active in all the Windham activities. Yeah, I can see you will be there in any council programs and then you very much honored person in that circle that you mentioned that standing in front of all this male dominant area and then it's a brown person, it's also challenging in this, even though it's a multicultural world, the intersectionality is heard a lot, but being there and then stand out and then share the values of a good business, it's such a real tough job. And then you're doing it like, very lightly and then very efficiently. That means that you are grounded in that way. So, my listeners, if you are looking for a business coach, I recommend Aarati to come connect to your coach. That's where I like because I know that the Brahma Kumaris they have a real clear values because their value it's more of like a spreading that pure love and then not even hurting any people. And I know that they have a very specific way of eating patterns and dealing others and then how gentle they are and all those things. So I clearly feel that your personality or your rituals, what you're doing in your personal life is reflecting on your business because that's where you're connecting those spirituality and then your whatever you're doing for other people. So coming back to your personal life, tell me the three I would say three rules or three things that you usually do to to become that grounded person or spread that love, joy and peace. It's always we hear that, okay, if your cup is not filled you can't really pour onto it. So what are those three rules for you?
This is a very interesting question, Bismi, and
Mhm.
honestly, I had to think about it for a while before I could come out with some answer.
Uh-huh.
But considering my experience and what I follow,
Yeah.
number one, we have to practice having a state of mind where the mind is in a pleasure.
Mm.
So that pleasurable state of mind,
Mhm.
and it doesn't just get done like that. You have to practice achieving it.
Yeah.
That is number one.
So to get that mindset, you need like, maybe a meditation, you need to have that peace, or how do we?
Anything,
Yeah.
it every individual is different.
Yeah.
And I guess even before you reach there,
Mm.
a few things that came up to me was not have that self love.
Exactly.
Okay,
Start with you.
so start with you, I felt, because rather than even before you move on to someone else, it is
Mhm.
all about you.
Yeah.
And have that self love. Make sure that you're not causing yourself sorrow,
Mm.
because that is it is so easy to be have that, be a victim, or is life is not a cakewalk. You keep having and facing challenges
Mm.
in life.
Yeah.
So it is really important with the past experience, and especially, everything has a woman that we go through.
Mm.
It is important that we keep that in mind, that we are not causing ourselves sorrow, we are
Mm.
loving ourselves,
Yeah.
and then we are giving happiness
Mm. Yeah.
because we are happy.
Yes.
Uh, the other thing that I practice
Mm.
is only see a good in someone else. So speciality and have a clean heart.
Mm.
I feel that is one of a blessing, that if you're honest
Mhm.
and open and clean within yourself,
Yeah.
the mess is a bit less compared to in general, and then clearing that mess is again a bit easier compared to
Yeah,
general.
I picked up three things. One is to get that inner pleasure, first of
Mm,
all, and then for that you need to start with you, with the self-love,
yeah,
and then see the good things on other people.
yeah.
Yeah, that's clearly connecting to the real values that I admire and I practice. But I was counting. You mentioned, I think, almost seven times blessing. So that blessing is really connected to your personality. And I know that your number plate is also blessing. So tell me about that. What do you feel that it's all blessing?
Um, I think it has all fallen in place for
Mm.
me. I landing in Australia was a destiny.
Mm.
I landing in Melbourne was a destiny. I
Mm.
had not chosen any of that. I being a business coach was a
Mm.
destiny.
Mm.
And I having the skills is a destiny. Uh, I feel I'm just blessed with it. And I'm just thankful. I'm expressing my gratitude
Mhm.
and I'm just sharing it.
It's great. So taking that attitude of gratitude, I know that that's the must to do activity that you will be doing as a creation of that great creator. And then you are like, beautifully doing that in a regular basis. So let me check with you. Is there anything as a business coach that you can share with our listeners, that they may be business people, or maybe having regular jobs, or maybe listening to my show because of that value that we care about? So, do you have any specific message that you can share with our listeners?
I'm going to say every business owner out there,
Mm-hmm.
it is really important that you have a business coach. Many business owners seek some sort of a motivational support or an inspirational support,
Mm.
just outside interstates or intercountry as well. But I request you to work with the local business owners,
Mm.
because business out there is just the way the market is for everyone.
Mm.
So working with local business owners supports everyone,
Mm.
and you could support us and we can support you as well.
Mhm.
But one thing that I'm doing these days,
Mhm.
if I'm allowed to just share one of
Please
our
do.
programs, is the most popular one, the most economical and a great value one is the Amplifier Business Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Amplifier Business Circle is a fantastic tip in the ocean,
Mm-hmm.
where you get an experience of what it is like.
Mm.
You understand what can be done, what needs to be worked at. If you need, obviously, accountability and support, it
Mm-hmm.
provides you that, and it is only for $250 per month.
Mm.
There are two fortnightly sessions. It's a group coaching program with
Mm-hmm.
maximum 5 members in a group.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that's a great way to start
Yeah.
for the value and the price it has. And if you're interested, feel free to reach out to us.
Exactly. So that you can see whether that connection is attaching to my core values, and then you are helping to the business world, and then you can then craft a more of like a coaching, individual coaching sessions with you to
It is important because
yeah.
that's where the transformation is.
Yeah, okay, that's great. So thank you. I am picking up a couple of real words that you mentioned. One is blessing, and then gratitude, and then mainly about that, connecting your spirituality to the business world. So, thank you so much, my listeners. If you are listening to me on this show, so I'm very thankful for having Aarati in, on this show, coming to the studio and then sharing her expertise as a business coach. And I recommend, because this is part of our It's My Wyndham series, and she's from Wyndham, and then she's here for long enough to trust as a Wyndham resident. So if you are a person love locals and love Wyndham, I would recommend you come and check on her. And then I always say taste and see how it is, and then you continue to connect with those people. So if you have any questions related to business, and then you are a part of this journey, and then you want to find out a business coach, I'm going to show you who will be your business coach. None other than Aarati. Yes. So, Aarati, thank you so much again for coming and sharing your wonderful journey with us. And let the Almighty, powerful God bless you with all the blessings that you are waiting. And then let your blessing help many other people in this world to start their business and connecting to their core. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, my listeners, those is a wonderful guest that I am giving to you on the last day of this month of heart, February. So, what I want you to do, just connect with your heart and see a business is my forte, and I don't know how to start. Come and connect to this very special guest. And if you are connecting today, tomorrow, on Sunday, there will be some special offers waiting for you. So, just connect with Aarati and then see how your business world is growing. This is Bismi. I'm helping you, our Wyndham residents, to spread that core value of love, joy, and peace in you and in your world. That is very small, from your own personal life to that very vast to the whole world. This is Bismi on Dominus Nisi, and I'll see you next time.